If you're the type of person that just says, give me everything, this Bronco, this one's for you. My name is Jimmy and welcome to the 2024 Bronco 4-door Everglades. Essentially, it's check off every box that Ford can give you on a 4-door Bronco without going to the V6. This still has the 2.3 4-cylinder. So it's still kind of, more economical for everyday drives. It's perfect for that person, I'm sure the person that just goes on Facebook groups once they get something, or if they're inquiring, it's like, will that fit on my car? Hey, did you have to cut the body for the snorkel? Hey, does the rooftop tent fit on that? The person that has a million questions that can't look it up themselves. They just did it for you because you got the snorkel, you got the winch, you got the Sasquatch package here. You got all the things that you need, and it's still a sensible daily driver. I love the Bronco. I love the way that it looks. They put the mirrors on the body, so if you take the doors off, you don't have to worry about mounting mirrors. They thought about stuff like that. And then the roof, if you take that off, there's no bar right above your head like the Wrangler does. It's a very, very neat package. It really is. Pop open the tailgate and you get a vast space. You got a little bit of underfloor storage, but really it's just for knickknacks and whatnot. You can fold the rear seats down 60-40, so you can put all the things that you need. The only thing is the rear seats don't fold completely flat with the rear load floor. So if you were to sleep in here, like some people would do, you'll just need to build a platform of sort with some storage cubbies out back. In terms of the rear seats, I'm 5'11", headroom, legroom, there's no problems. There's plenty of space for me here. With the Everglades, the seats are full wipe down. You don't have to worry about spills or anything like that. So it's perfect if you have a kiddo in here. And I am a child passenger safety technician, so I do want to show you exactly how child seats fit. I put all the seats on the passenger side today. The collect lane here, infant carrier, no worries, you can pop that in and out. I didn't have any problems installing that. A rearward facing collect flow that also fit. I moved the front seat a little bit forward, but even for myself at 5'11", I still fit in here. So really, you don't have any problems fitting another person in front of the child seat. If they're forward facing, that should be fine as well. You got 2 sets of lower anchors. They're quite easy to find, but the cushion surrounds them just a little bit. And then the upper anchors are also easily accessible. As for the front seats, they're heated, but that's it. They're manual adjustments, which I'm sure some will appreciate. Some may want that powered adjustment, but a manual adjustment just makes sense because with this full wet interior that you can get, you don't want any, seat adjustment controls to go wrong. This just makes life a little bit simpler. In front, this is not a heated steering wheel, but you do have all the buttons that you would get covered in this kind of rubber material on them. They do feel a little weird at first, but once you get used to them, that's completely fine. Behind that, you get an analog and a digital cluster. This is going away for 2025. It's replaced with a full digital cluster, which, let's be honest, makes more sense because that, speedometer really doesn't add much value to that cluster. The main infotainment screen, it is a 12-inch unit. It's powered by Sync. It has wireless CarPlay that I've been using. It works great. I have no problems with that. Satellite radio, that also works really well. Physical buttons right beneath with all the physical controls you need for your climate control. And then, of course, center console is where you have your GOAT modes, and all your window controls are right here in the center because you can take the doors off, and that just makes more sense. One thing I do want to let you know about as well is if you get the 2025 model, you get vents for the rear if you get a 4-door version. So that is actually, it's actually quite useful, let's be honest. Why not be warm, right? But let's talk about the powertrain here. This 2.3 liter 4-cylinder, making 300 horsepower and 325 pound-feet of torque, made it to a 10-speed automatic and a full-time 4-wheel drive system. And you know what? Power is more than adequate. Some will say, you definitely need a V6 or a V8 in your Bronco, but after driving this for a while, I actually don't mind the 4-cylinder, even with the Sasquatch package that I have on here, because flooring it, Yeah, it actually hustles the decent way. It gets a little loud, and thanks to the snorkel, you actually get some induction noises as well. Let me see. Pull that window down a little bit, slow down, and let me see if I can get some of that induction noise. I don't know if that picks up on camera, but yeah, there's induction noise. You can hear that turbo. As I said, I actually really like the 4-cylinder. I think it's a good pairing. I'm not looking for more power in most cases. Like even on the highway, if I'm passing someone, it's completely fine. And it's not like you'll be going that quick on the highway anyways, because I just feel like with the amount of road noise that this has, you don't want to go much faster. And yeah, there's a decent amount of road noise. Even though I do have the full hardtop here and a bit of sound insulation, yeah, you get a lot of wind noise, road noise, and creaks all over the place. It's definitely more old school Bronco than Land Cruiser, let's say. But it's better than a Wrangler. The Wrangler, I just hear more in the Wrangler. But this with the upright window, I mean, you still get really good vision all around. Like I can see the corners here. Sadly, for whatever reason, the Everglades, you don't get a 360 camera. You only get a back camera. I would have liked a front camera so you can see where the wheels are, but I mean, pull the doors off, put your head out. Okay, maybe not the safest for some situations, but you know, a spotter or whatever can help you get through all the tricky stuff. I've enjoyed my time in the Bronco a lot more than I thought I would. And this trim, the Everglades, at first I was like, oh, at 80,000 Canadian dollars, it's a decent amount for like a 4-cylinder Bronco. But once you start to drive it, once you start to understand what it's capable of and what it gives you, it makes a whole lot of sense. And for the person that, well, just don't want to do all the research to see what fits on your new car, this is perfect. It comes with a full Ford warranty. You don't have to worry about anything. You got your front rear lockers, you got your snorkel, you got your winch. What more do you need out of your Bronco? Maybe some, camping equipment, and then you're on your way. You're gonna have an amazing time in this. I had the Land Cruiser like 2 weeks ago, and I like this more than the Land Cruiser. The Land Cruiser was like $10,000 more than this. And actually, I get better fuel, about the same fuel economy as that. But that is a hybrid. This isn't. And this is a box. The Land Cruiser's a box too, but this is more of a box. And I got bigger wheels and tires. There's just so much charm about this. I can 100% see and understand why someone would pick this over, a Land Cruiser or Wrangler. It drives better than the Wrangler every day, and I don't feel like it's too much of a downgrade compared to the Land Cruiser. Sure, the wind noise is definitely a lot more, but I don't know. Once you put that top down, you just got that experience of a top-down convertible vehicle, and that's always fun. But I think that's about it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below, but let me know what your thoughts are. Land Cruiser, Bronco, Wrangler. I mean, the Wrangler's old. It hasn't been updated, but people love that. People love a good old platform. Take a look at the old 4Runner. People actually still want the old one rather than the new platform. So let me know. Comments. Take care.